I need to cash out my stocks to pay the capital gains so I can buy the property that I want to buy. That's one thing that I hear what people say when you're looking to buy a property. Today, you're in luck. I have a really good partner that can help you solve this problem and help you leverage your stock. Typically, only really high net worth people are able to do that. But with him, you don't have to sell your stock and then you can buy a property. If you haven't met, I'm Tsai. Our group sold over 1,000 properties last year. And what we do on this channel is to provide you with all the real estate tips and tricks and things that you want to know, especially if you're moving to Southern California. All right, welcome to my show. I'm Tsai, and I wanted to ask you, as a client, do you sometimes are not sure to like which loan program I should use? I mean, there are so many lenders out there, and there are situations that you're like, should I go with this lender? Should I go with that lender? And I just want to say you're in luck because I have been in the industry for about 17 years. I've known many different lenders out there, and today I want to introduce a good friend of mine. His name is Choi Hung. I've known him for over a decade, and he has been in the business for 28 years.
Oh my God. Since 1998.
Going on almost 3 decades. And he does something that most lenders doesn't do. Obviously, he does most of the things that people do to get qualified, to get a great interest rate, but there are things that he does that other people don't do. So I'm gonna have him introduce himself real quick. So Choi, can you spend a little time to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi everybody, my name is Choi Hong. I have been with US Bank since 2018, and I've been the top producer within the company for the last since I joined the company, and I'm very happy to be in this field. A lot of people say that how would I be able to stay in this business since 1998? Because I'm happy. I actually find my own way and enjoy my career as being a loan officer.
Choi is actually very humble, and I know that last year you closed like 200 some loans, right?
Yeah, so 200 something, about close to 250 million. Total volume.
Okay, so you close about like 20 some homes a month.
Yes.
Ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Just to put in perspective, that's a lot. Okay. Most lender does single digit. Some of them don't even do a loan every single month. Choi actually worked with the human resource for like Tesla, Apple, Meta, all these big companies, and you know that they have high standards. So Choi, can you share a couple of the programs that you do that other lenders don't do, or you just do it a little bit more differently?
Perhaps being a loan officer, I think is most importantly to the customer or my partner, which is a realtor, is you be able to determine right away how much they can qualify. Determine right away on the spot. Because a lot of realtors want to know how much the client qualify, not only pre-qualify, or maybe they want to know for sure how much they can qualify. So usually a top loan officer, they are very good in the number. Like for me, I can qualify a guy with 30 seconds. I could truly know how much they can qualify. If they cannot qualify, then you have to tell them which way to go or what to be done in order to make them qualify for the loan amount. I think it's so important to have a successful, good top loan officer to have that kind of character. Because as you say, today you take a client out like on Saturday and Sunday, you cannot wait until Monday, Tuesday, maybe like Thursday to determine how much they can qualify.
Yeah.
And you want to be sure, are they qualify or just maybe can you remove loan contingency? What kind of program what type of loan that your client will be able to get. Sometimes it's not like today, if you take me out, maybe I want to buy a house that $2.5 million, or I want to buy a land and build my dream home. So as a realtor, you need to have what we call a around loan office all around, like all season loan office to be able to, like Michael Jordan, be able to play the ball for you. Yeah.
I feel like having a great lender is very important. It's like, think of your home buying journey. Because right now, let's talk to client first, right? So think about, like, let's say if you're purchasing a property, like you're driving a bus, right? You need to have the right people in the right seat to help you like move the bus forward. That may be a bad analogy. You just need one person. You get the point. Okay. And something that's really important to me when I submit an offer is that I wanted to work with a lender that I know, most importantly, they can close.
right? Secondly, in any way, shape, or form, if they can help me to increase the chance of getting the offer accepted, that's actually very important. And
Yes.
and a lot of, well, some buyer, they sometimes overlook that, because as realtor, we've been doing this for quite some time, and then like we wanted to work with people, who knows what they're doing.
Yes.
So Choi, can you share like the type of program that you do for clients?
I think program is important, but most important thing as a loan officer is how to help your partner, which is my realtor partner, get the offer accepted. If I can qualify the client, but the realtor will never be able to open escrow, what does it mean? Nothing. You don't make money, I don't make money.
Correct.
So the most important thing, you need to know the client, what kind of program they can qualify, how much they can qualify, which is the program. We have 30-year fixed program, we have 15-year, 20-year fixed program, 5-1 arm, 7-1, 10-1 arm. The program is everywhere. But the program is easy, it's very easy, but most important thing, what program suit the client the best?
Correct.
Right? If today you come in and say, hey, I just want to buy investment property, $300,000, then you go with 15-year fix or 20-year fix, why you want to go 30-year fix, right? It depends on the number too. So if the PITI be able to offset by the monthly payment, then you go 15-year, 20 years. You don't need to pay the bank 30 years.
Correct.
So let's say the client say, hey, I have 20% down, but I want to buy something that $1 million, but 20% down. What if I like the property and now it's overbid by $50,000? And what? Then you have to go with the program that maybe can give you a B plan that they can go 10% down instead of 20% down if the appraisal came in less.
Yeah.
So you have 10% down with No-PMI program. So as a realtor, you love to work with someone with option. So let's say you work with someone that say, hey, ended up you have to come in with a 20% down. They don't have 20% down because the appraiser came in short $50,000. The client not be able to get $50,000, and the client say, no, I want to cancel because now I have to pay PMI.
Yeah.
That I don't want it. So or the client say, hey, I can flip it to 15% down. Instead of doing 20%, still no PMI. So as a good loan officer, is what you care is not getting a client from your realtor. It's actually helping your realtor to get into escrow and close and get paid.
Correct. And one thing that Choi does for our client is that, let's say when we're submitting offer to the other agent, he actually will make the initiative to call the listing agent. And because he's been doing this for a long time and he's actually well connected in our area, actually in multiple area, even out of states. Well, oftentimes you actually know the listing agent, right? From like networking, from having lunch.
Yeah, having lunch.
So Choi does that. So he definitely go above and beyond. I do agree with you on one thing. There are so many loan programs. Right, and there are so many lenders, just like there are so many realtors, so many stockbrokers. At the end of the day, people kind of do the same thing on the surface. But what makes a mortgage broker or like a realtor different is how they can solve the problem, or how they can give you the proper advice based on your specific situation. So that's where I feel like knowledge definitely plays a part.
So important.
Yeah, so can you share a couple of things? I mean, I heard you mention earlier when we were chatting outside, and you also mentioned to me before on like the construction loan. Because I know about construction part of it too. Based on what I've heard, based on what I know, is that it's actually quite difficult to get a construction loan. Is that true?
No. Okay. If you can get the loan approved, like purchasing a house, then you can get the construction loan approved.
Okay, can you explain?
Same number.
Yeah, can you explain real quick? Let's say somebody want to buy, sorry for cutting you off. Let's say if somebody is thinking about doing a small construction.
Let's say you want to buy a land in Altadena, right? $400,000, $500,000. You need 35% down, which is $250,000. So you get a land. Once you get the land, you start doing what we call a drawing, permit, things like that, and you're approved to come back to build 2,000 square footage, right? So you build 2,000 square footage, how much? Maybe 350, so another $700,000. So the total budget you need is about 1.something million. If you can qualify for $1.2 million loan with 20% down, 30% down, then almost the same thing, you can build a home. Same math.
Okay.
So it's not hard, but a lot of people say, really? Because no one know that, not many people know that there is a construction loan available and lot loan available.
Maybe because I'm about to reveal my age. I started during the financial crisis.
Yes.
Okay, as a lot of you guys know, the market was totally different. Yeah, I mean, the market's not really that good now either, but it was different back then. And back then, a lot of banks, you need to put 50% down to get a construction loan. But what you're saying is that they could just put 20%.
Yeah, 25%, 30% for the lot loan. It really depends on what kind of lot. Let's say you're talking about a Palisade, like those $2 million lot, then of course you need about 35%. And of course, income has to be there to qualify. But as I said, today, if you be able to get a loan like $4 million in Palisade, it means you qualify for $4 million construction loan and that lot loan. It will be cheaper for you actually build your own house.
Yeah, correct.
But a lot of people does not have the concept. They say, oh, building is so expensive, you have to pay cash. No, you can finance only through US Bank. Only through US Bank. So no, like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, no one finance construction, only US Bank.
Yeah.
Even though I myself, I did not know, like 10 years ago, when I bought my property in Arcadia, I put cash for renovation. I burned out my cash. I owe my GC some money. And of course, I know the GC, he gave me his personal line of credit. I paying off in few months. I did not know. If I did know that back then, I should get a loan from US Bank.
So you can get a loan for remodeling too?
Yes.
And you can get a loan for ADU?
Not ADU, adding what we call additional.
Oh, addition to your property.
Yes.
Like adding square footage to it. Okay. So you can do it for remodeling too? Can you tell the audience a little bit about that?
So let's say today, like remodeling, you inherited your home from your parents. Very, very old. Let's say, very, very old, like 3,000 square footage. And now you want to remodel the whole thing. It costs you like $500,000. Of course, because you inherited the home, I believe that the home is paid free and clear. So now you only need $500,000 to remodel the whole thing. You just come to me, I give you $500,000.
What's the their income has to qualify?
Qualify for $500,000 construction loan, you only need $120,000 income. See?
No, very doable.
Yeah,
It's
and
very
a lot
different.
of people did not know. They say, oh, there's no one doing renovation loan. It means I have to pay $500,000. No, you don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why you say that knowledge is power.
It is. Because in this case, a lot of people would think, oh, I'm going to come up with $500,000 to remodel. Oh, I don't have that. So, maybe I need to sell the property. And whereas if you were to really just keep it, and maybe we do some renovation, and you can maybe live there forever, or rent it out, or sell it.
Yes.
It really can make a big difference.
Huge. Yeah.
So that's why I do agree. Knowledge is power. And speaking of knowledge is power, I know that you recently has helped one of our clients, one of our friends, to do this one really creative thing called pledging. I feel like good amount of audience might not have know what pledging is. Can you share with the audience what that is?
So pledging is something like you have an equity, let's say the stocks or ETF or any stock holding that you be able to finance against it. So you do not have to sell it. Let's say now you have a $500,000 Nvidia, Broadcom, TSM, Apple, Google, total like $500,000. Normally people sell stock in order to get down payment. Pledging means you bring the stocks to US Bank. I give you 70% of financing based on variety of stocks. So you can get $350,000 down payment instead of selling your $500,000 stocks. So now you have the $350,000 down payment, you can go buy your property. And you do not have to sell, because when you sell your stocks, first thing, you have to pay capital gain, either long term or short term. It depends what you have. Second thing, you do not have equity anymore. It means that you lose another vehicle to make money for you.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people sometimes that say if they purchase stock, let's say unfortunately the price goes down, right? A lot of people, they want to hold on to it and wait for the price to go up. And meanwhile, if people are looking to purchase a property during this time, they think that, okay, the only option for me to buy this property is to sell my stock.
And cut the loss.
Yeah, cut the loss.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you don't cut the loss. You bring it to US Bank, we borrow against the stock. Let's say you bought Broadcom at $410, which is in November, all-time high. Today is maybe $310, $320. So you say, now I lost 20%, right? I don't want to sell, like 18%, I don't want to sell. You give me the $500,000 Broadcom, I can finance against the stock. So I give you the down payment. So until the stock go back up, and then you can sell it. Or you don't sell it, you can always come back to refinance. Let's say you bring $500,000 Broadcom stock, right? And you waited for another like 1 year, the Broadcom go to $1,000. So your $500,000 become $1 million. You can actually refinance the stock again. Because initially I give you, let's say, $500,000 for 50% because one single stock heavily in Nvidia or Broadcom, I can only finance 50% of the market value. So for $500,000, you can finance 250, but let's say later in December, the stock went up to 410 or whatever, or double 1,000. So your $500,000 become $1 million. You can come back to refinance the line to $500,000. So like a refinancing, cash out refinance.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
Yes.
Right. I've seen people writing like on articles where they go, oh, it's not fair for, I'm not talking politics, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not fair that those multi-millionaires or billionaires, they're able to leverage your stock and go finance it and acquire more companies, and they say they got no money. I'm not gonna name drop. But now it's like you can also do the same thing.
Yes.
At our personal local level.
Yes.
You don't have to be a multi-millionaire or billionaire to do that.
So I have done $100,000. Those people really need it. Say, Joey, I don't want to sell my stock. I love my stock at $100,000. Give it to me. If variety of stock, I give you 70%. If single stock, I give you 50%. So $100,000, you get 70,000 or 50,000.
What's the interest rate on that?
The rate, if $100,000, maybe like 6%. It really depends on how much you bring over the US bank. You bring less, a small portfolio, then the rate is about maybe 6%. If a higher portfolio, the rate may be like 5.5 to 5.875.
Obviously, that fluctuates.
Yes.
Right.
It's not, it depends on the portfolio. If you, let's say today you got a $100,000 loan and $1 million loan, the pricing are different.
Yeah. So just if you're purchasing a property, don't always think that, oh, I gotta have this money in my bank, or I gotta have this money in stock, which I need to sell to cash out to purchase. We're offering you another option, which it really can make a big difference. Like
Huge.
Yeah. Earlier you were sharing an example. I mean, just giving like a gist of it, where a client, if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, they bought stock. They have $5 million. He went down to let's just say $3 million.
Yeah, 3.5 million.
3.5 million, and then they were able to finance 50% of it, which is 1.7. I just put it that number, and then they used that 1.7 to purchase a property, right? Meanwhile, after a few months, the price went up, right? The stock price went up more than double. So not only they were able to purchase that price leveraging their stock, but the stock price also went up. So they didn't lose the stock.
Yes.
They got a house.
They didn't pay for capital gain.
They didn't pay capital gain.
Yeah.
They made money on the stock.
Yes.
And then that saved the property appreciating value.
Yes.
It's a couple wins across the board.
And also now they're coming back because the stock went up so high. He brought $3.5 million. Now the $3.5 million close to $7.8 million. They refinanced. They could refinance the line of credit. It used to be like $1.5, $1.7 million. Right now they can have a $4 million. They can get $4 million line of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
and wait for the next dip.
Yeah.
They got to borrow the money and take it to buy stock.
Yeah.
When it's a dip.
And this could be life-changing, right? First scenario, this guy, without knowing that, he sold the stock. He's not happy. Capital gain.
Yeah.
And then, he might have purchased the property, but that's it. He owns the property. But right now, it's like he got this stock price to go up. He kind of got a free house.
Yes, free property.
Kind of got a free house.
That's what I mentioned, why I feel so happy. I'm very satisfied and I'm very happy with my job because I see so many people that have been helped back then. A lot of my clients become my friend because we share about knowledge, we share how to grow together. Not only like I care about doing one time of loan business. No, I care about everything. I want you to get your property sold under contract. I care about my realtor. I care about everything.
Yeah. So I would say I can definitely attest to that because Choi has helped our client to finance their property multiple times. And one thing, because he's in the area for a long time. His reputation is there. You can just feel that he is the relationship first guy rather than the...
Not transactional. You don't do transactional, you burn the long term. All things start with relationship. What my belief, my philosophy is always give before you receive. Then you want to be successful, either a realtor, a personal, or loan officer. You always have to give before you receive. Yeah.
Correct. So I want to say thank you so much, Choi, real quick for what you have shared. Obviously, there's way more of things that you do. The key thing is that if you're looking to purchase a property or you're looking to perhaps exchange, looking to sell, looking for different finance options, feel free to let us know and we'll be able to give you more options like what Choi was mentioned. Will be able to look into your portfolio and to see, hey, there may be some creative way where perhaps you don't sell your stock or just there are different ways that you can pick the best program for you yourself, so that way you're leveraging your asset from multiple places.
Yes.
Right?
Different angle.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Choi. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace.